Hello from the other side.
Now presenting Channeling Erik's Hour of Enlightenment.
Hello one, hello all. Hi everyone. I'm so glad that you're joining us on our show. Today we have the amazing and talented healer and medium Denise Ramon. You guys know her. From DeniseRamon.com. So everybody just send love to her heart. And love you, Erik. I love you.
He says, I love you, Mom. And he says it, I don't know why, but he's carrying a big, I want to say red, but it isn't. He's showing me a big yellow hibiscus flower.
Oh, what is that
like one
for?
I don't know, like one of those dinner plate hibiscus flowers.
Oh, wow.
He says those are like the prize.
Okay.
The beauty, yeah, but he's got it for you.
Oh, that's sweet. All right, y'all, before you forget, this is going to be a YouTube eventually, so when it does come out, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Denise and Erik, do y'all want to just take questions?
Erik says yes. He says yes. He says yes. Yes.
Okay, do you want to first talk a little bit about the things you have to offer as being a part of the healing team for Atlanta Scalar?
Sure. What I do mainly is a lot of them that come to me is they have healings done, and my healings consist of my team, which I connect with Source and the person's higher self along with mine, and there's 30 minutes of remote healing energy going on. The less I know about you, the better. But if there's a specific place that you want it to go on, I always just say put your intentions there. They always know where to go. And the last 60 minutes, we talk about what went on and then any questions. And Erik's poking at me. He's wanting me to say they always know where to go. So whenever the healing's done, it's always wherever you want it. So they always know what to do. And
I know I've had a session with you too, and it's very powerful. And I'm just so grateful for your gift. So can you order this on someone beside yourself and just not let them know? I mean, y'all check with give permission from the person's higher self, etc.
Yeah.
Or not?
Yes. No, I always check with the person's higher self to get permission, because we can't invade someone's privacy. But I always check in with their higher self. And I've had people who have ordered it for their, one that comes to mind is their son who, mental illness, and the higher self was very welcoming. And what I would do is do it when their son was sleeping.
Oh.
And do it then. And it seemed to make a difference. Not that I don't cure anything, but it just helps them to be able to. I don't want to go into a lot of detail about it, but yeah, I just check in with your higher self. If the person isn't able to say, yes, I want this, then. And then I've only had one time where someone has said, no, they just didn't want to be bothered, and I respected that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, you have to.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's pretty cool. And, of course, you're a fantastic medium. So, we all know that.
Thank you.
So I think I checked with Erik, and you're like 94 to 96% accuracy rate. It's just crazy.
Nice.
All right. So let's go ahead and take some questions from callers. We've got somebody here from the 727 area code. Hi there.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Very good. Where are you? What is your first name and where are you calling from?
My name's Lisa. I'm from Florida.
Okay. How can we help you?
Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Yeah. So I'm having some trouble with some two ladies that are giving me a really hard time on social media, and I've blocked them, and I've left social media for a little bit here. I'm just wondering if you see this dying down soon, or what you guys see coming up with the situation. Thank you.
Erik says it's not going to die down right away. He's showing me because this is what they do. It's not just you; it's other people as well. This is how they get their misery amped up. And Erik says that misery, it's not like they're getting fun. It's just because they don't know anything else, so they think their misery is fun, in a sense.
It's power.
That's how he's shown.
Yeah.
And he said, so you're not the only one. There are a few others that are going on at the same time. Erik does say, he says if you get back on social media, change your last name or your first name or something, and the people that know you will know who you are. But this is just what they do. Erik says but he says eventually it will go away because then there'll be a new you, another person who they will do this.
Is there anything else if they do find her and do some crappy stuff? Is there anything a way she can respond to disarm them?
Erik says not to respond to them, but to he says report it.
Yeah,
because
that's what I've done.
Because you're not the only one.
I don't respond at all. I don't respond at all. But last night they went on to a chat room and said I was racist.
Oh,
Erik says that's okay because who they're talking about is their own family life and stuff, and they know how to get people going. And Erik says don't worry about people that really know you know that you're not. So he said, yeah.
Do you think there'll be a point where those two people have a falling out, or something will happen where their energy will get redirected to like their own problems? Because one of the ladies has a boyfriend that's got, a history of domestic violence with her, and then the other one's, I don't know, it's just hard to explain, but there's a whole lot of stuff going on with them.
Yeah, of course there is.
So take another caller. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, of course there's a lot going on with them. And so Erik says just pull away from them. Don't engage in the same social group as them because that energy is still there.
Yeah. Good. All right.
Okay.
In other words, disconnect. Let them be. Let them. Basically swallow themselves whole. All right. Got somebody from the 919 area code. Hi there. How you doing?
Hey. I'm great. Thank you so much for taking the call. My name is Sandra Kay. Thank you.
Sandra?
My name is Sandra Kay, but I go by my middle name, Kay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So how can we help you?
My question is regarding financial increase. My career, I've been applying for some positions, and I'm just wondering when something new for my greater and higher good is coming through.
So, did you just apply for a new position? Like, I know you said you applied for them, but like recently applied for a different
Yes.
position? So
yes, yesterday I applied for something.
Okay, good, because that's the one that's going to make you, as we say, happy. And that's the one where you're going to feel a good fit and everything. And I don't feel like it's going to be as Erik is showing me, like a huge increase. But because of where you'll enjoy it more, so it's going to free you up to where your thoughts are more in the abundance realm, he says. And so more abundance will be coming to you. But Erik says, just hang in there, breathe. He says, walk into work like as if you already have the position. And and so just go in there. And it's probably going to take a few weeks before they say yes or no.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Congratulations in advance.
Oh, thank you so much. I claim that.
You're welcome, Kay.
Bye, Kay. All right, got somebody from the 860 area code. Hi there, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine. What's your first name and where are you calling from?
This is Amla from Connecticut.
Oh, hi.
Hi, is it Amla?
Hi. So my question is, I'm ready for a committed partnership or relationship, and I was wondering if you see me meeting somebody soon, like October, November, and how might that happen, if you have any insight on that.
Good question.
Erik says not in October or November of this year. He says, but he's telling me So now that you know you're ready for this committed relationship, he says, start giving that to you, that love, and start nurturing and having fun with you. And he says if it's like going out with your friends, if it's just sitting at home coloring a coloring book, and just know that, he says, just know that Source, God, whatever you choose to call it, is preparing that person for you, and they're coming because you've done a lot of healing work, he said, on yourself, a lot of soul searching within yourself, he said, over the past 3 years. So it's paving the way, and you're going to see a nice payoff, and then you're going to understand why it didn't happen before before when it does happen. But Erik shows me it's not far away.
It's not far away.
Yeah, it's not far away.
Okay.
Awesome. So love yourself. Do everything you can to show love to yourself, and then love will come to you. That's awesome. I love that. Thanks for calling.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck. Okay, let's see. Got somebody from the 310 area code. First, there's a lot of 310.
Hello?
So yes, there we go.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
I'm doing.
Who is this?
This is Vince, and I'm calling from New York.
Hi, Vince
Hey,
from New York.
Hey.
How can we help?
So my question is this: in mid-July, I started a new job, and out of like about 10 people, I was the only one hired as a temp. So I'm wondering if they're going to take me on full time, or if I need to start looking. Okay. Do you know when that's going to happen?
Erik says real soon.
Okay.
Awesome.
Erik says real soon, and so when I get real soon, that the way he's saying real soon, it's probably within the next 3 months. He says they're doing there's a budget or something, like they're going over or something.
Right.
So it's like they have to do that. He says they're working out their budget for the year, the next year, or whatever, and that's coming in. Yeah. So yes, he said yes. He said so. Take a deep breath, he says.
So fourth quarter the budget has to be reviewed, and then probably right after the fourth quarter review, I bet you. Awesome.
Okay.
All right, good luck, Vince.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Act like you already had the job for full time.
Yeah.
All right. So 916 area code. Hi there. How you doing?
Hello. Thank you for taking my call. I appreciate it.
Pleasure. Who is this?
So I guess my name's Ray. I'm calling from Sacramento.
Oh, hi, Ray. Ray or Dre?
Ray, R-A-Y.
Ray. Okay, sorry. Gotcha. How can we help you?
To May, and I'm just kind of frustrated about it a little bit, maybe because I just haven't been mentored enough. But I have other aspirations, kind of, sort of, but I kind of like what I'm doing, kind of. But I just want to get clarity on what you think I should do. Should I continue pursuing opportunities? Should I stay in this?
What
I
is
just want to
it
grow
that you're
in my
in?
career.
What is
What
it
do
that
you
you're in?
I work in politics, and I also have a background in communications.
Oh.
Erik says politics really isn't where you ought to be, because he says you're a healer, and the energy from that stuff just doesn't sit well with you. It just doesn't, because and he says, and the reason why you're driven to politics or whatever is because there's something to do with a past life that you were like he says like a government field or something type person. And this is why you're drawn to that. But he says that's not really where your energy is now, because he says you're very sensitive to the energies. And that's why you say you kind of like it there, but then, and he says the communications part, he says you're more about helping people's voices to get out, so maybe like working he keeps showing me, have you tried working like radio or television or something in the background?
I've done radio before. I've actually used to have a show here on Blog Talk Radio about 8 years. But that was dealing with sports. But radio, it's not something, it's not stable. But what But what I do enjoy, like for 2 years, I worked at a PR firm, and I did really well, but that was in the Bay Area. I live here in Sacramento. So right now, I work for a politician, and it's slow, but my passion, I think, is in PR, but I've only been in this role for barely 6 months. And so I'm stuck. Do I wait a year, or should I start looking out?
Eric says start looking now, because this isn't where you're thriving. And he says he goes, you don't have to be at a place long enough a year to say, okay, now I can leave, because they're going to understand why you're leaving.
So do you think you'll see that opportunity coming up?
Eric says go out, put yourself out there. He said, put yourself out there, because that's where your heart thrives. That's where your heart beats, not where you are right now.
Yeah, I have a coffee set up in 2 weeks for somebody that works at a firm, and I'm like, I don't know if I should take it or not. They do offer me, so that's why I'm just kind of curious, But I appreciate you guys taking my call.
You're so welcome, Ray.
You bet.
Hey, have a good one.
Ray.
You too. Take care.
You too. Bye.
That's awesome. All right, let's see. This looks like an international call, so I'm going to take it. Let's see, where was that? I kind of lost it. Oh, where is that? Hang on, guys. I got to scroll. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Good. All right. Let's see if it is an international call. Hi there. How you doing?
Hi, it's Serena from Australia. How are you?
Oh, hi, Serena from Australia. What's up?
I just want to know what's happening here in Melbourne, Australia, where we've just been nominated the longest lockdown state in the world, and I just want to know if there's any hope. It's really hard for all of us here, and we just want to know. And with the vaccine mandate, do we have to take it or? Yeah, we're just worried. We're very worried.
Yeah.
Sorry?
New Zealand's pretty bad too. It's like a freaking police state in these places.
Yeah, it is. It's terrible, and lots of us are scared, and we don't know. Yeah, we don't know what. And I know you've got a lot of Australian listeners, so.
Yeah. So what's happening? I mean, what's going to happen, Erik?
Well, Erik says there's a lot of fear within the government officials or whatever for Australia. So they're it's like they're cracking down because what he's showing me, it's like, because it's like an island of its own, there's just so much fear running rampant. So they're just, when you're in fear, you just do stupid stuff. Erik says just hold tight and breathe, because this lockdown, and he has me with my fist because he's showing me it's so tight. He says it's getting ready to release, but it's like it's taking its like there's a red light, where cars are waiting for the light to turn red, and there's like a 5-mile long length of cars trying to get through that one red light, and you don't feel the movement until about 5 minutes after the light turns red. And he says this is what this is like. Everything is running. It's like y'all are one of the last. He's saying. And so this is where this is releasing, and it's because they're getting. He says there's just a lot of false information going around. Is what he says. Yeah. So just don't. So Erik says just hang tight, because it's going to let go. It's going to let go. Now he says about the mandate vaccine. Erik says. He doesn't see any light of that going away anytime soon. And he says that's because there's a lot of fear running within the government, the officials in the office. There's a lot of fear.
Well,
okay. So
two things I want to ask. Oh, go ahead.
Is it safe for my family and for us to take because we're trying to avoid it, and my kids are quite anxious about it, especially my son. So yeah, we don't know what to do. We're trying to avoid it, but I don't know how long we can avoid it. Before.
Well, Erik says don't sign up for it, and he says just stay with what you know is what's true for you and stuff. But he also says there are things on the internet. He's saying that help with that. Like there's stuff like he's telling me like they help like heavy metal detoxing and stuff. And he says but if it's not okay for you to take it, and he goes, then stay true to what's for you.
Is there anybody in the family that should not take it? And by the way, we have the Scalar service relief from COVID-19 infection and vaccine, where we mitigate those things. And even there's a script in there to take anything out of the vaccine, like nano, whatever, anything that's seriously put in the vaccine. But is there anybody that categorically in the family should not take it?
Erik says what she wants to know is anybody going to die from it or something if they get the vaccine, and he said no.
Okay. That's good.
Okay, good. All right, but you suggest looking for detoxing metals and so forth on the internet.
Yeah. Yes, look on there, yes. And Erik says, and then just follow your truth, follow what you feel. He says, don't get caught up in what other people's energies are saying about it, because you want to do what's right for you, because people are saying yes, get it, and people are saying no, don't get it.
I know.
So follow what feels good in your gut, not what other people are saying or doing.
Right, and maybe this fear thing should be dispelled, because maybe you could create a group, a Facebook group or whatever, to combat this fear by countering it with love and security and calm, because thought creates reality, and all this fear can manifest some icky stuff. So that's always a possibility.
But I think we're hesitant here because our premier is so so tough on us, and we don't trust him. And, hopefully he won't be here for long.
Yeah.
Is he up for a re-election?
November next year.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it, or she. It's not going to get voted in again, is what Erik says.
Oh, fantastic.
All right. I feel the same way over here, but we got 3 years. Oh, God. All right, thank you for calling.
Thank you,
Serena. Talk to you soon. Okay, got somebody from the 919 area code. Hi there, how you doing?
Hola, friends. This is Angela from North Carolina.
Angela, hi.
Hey, Angela.
What's up? Is everything better?
Hi.
Anything better?
I feel like I'm shifting, and that's what I wanted to ask Erik. So I've been working with you, as you know, and I've been working with Jane, and I do tappings from Jen Ward, and I'm really trying to shift myself. So I'm asking Erik, am I doing the work? Because I was the one that I'm keeping my higher self a little bit at bay when I'm trying to ask her to come in. So I'm asking Erik, am I doing the work? Am I getting in my way? Because it's easy to say, like, meditate and, like, don't push for it. But I just want to make sure that I'm clearing myself and trying to not, like, get mentally blocked and just letting it happen. I want to know if I'm doing that. And
give her the State of the Union, Erik. Erik, give her the State of the Union. How things going? Any advice?
Well, Erik said, as you were talking, Erik had me write the word perfect. So he says, you're doing everything perfect. He says,
that's my girl, Angela B. Yeah.
He says, stop. You're not in school anymore, and you already have arrived. He says, you're already enough, is what he says. So now all you're doing now is just fine-tuning things. He says you're already enough.
Okay.
So,
and
yeah.
so do you see me doing energy work? I have a thought of like what I would like to do, but I don't know that I'm destined for that. So does he see me doing energy work?
If you have the thought, then it's there, Erik says.
I feel it. I feel it.
He said if you didn't have the thought, if you didn't have it, you would not have the thought.
Okay. I just don't know if I have I don't know if I have the mediumship. I don't know if I need to go. I don't know if I need to go to Elisa for communication. I'd like to work with any human, but I would really like to help animals as well. So, but I don't know if I'm destined for that.
Why don't you know if you're destined? Erik says destined for that.
All right, so
I'm wondering
you could take Reiki like Jackie Benson has her holy Reiki, fire Reiki thing. You could learn QHHT. There's all sorts of things you can do. Maybe you use a pendulum and try to figure out and narrow down what you want to do.
Yeah.
Erik says that would be a good one. Erik says that would be a good one because she's visual. She likes to see evidence. But Erik says, remember, if you have the thought, then you have the abilities. It's just you connecting with that knowing.
Awesome.
Okay. And I haven't done any of those. Thank you. I'll be in touch, but it's working. Thanks so much. I appreciate it, everyone.
You're welcome, Angela.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
She and I we go way back. Okay, 985 area code. Hi there. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good. Who are we speaking with?
My name is Louis Phillips. I've been texting you, sending you emails about my mother and stuff. Yeah. We've been. It's been hell on wheels with this hurricane. My mother caught COVID. It was man, it was bad. I just want to know. I know there's light at the end of the tunnel, but I want to know what's the best advice Erik can give me in the position I'm in right now, because I'm like at a crossroads. I feel, but I really.
For your mother or for you?
What was that?
I'm sorry, for your mother or for you?
For me, because the way it is right now is I'm helping taking care of my family, because I mean they have no one, so I have to relocate from where I work at in southern Louisiana because the town has been demolished. The high wall sat over our town for 12 hours, so it did some pretty severe damage. I just want to know, like, what's some uplifting advice, the best info he can give me about where I'm at in my life right now, like what I should do. Just he would know. I mean, just the best advice he can give me at the moment.
Well, Erik shows me where you're living, and he shows me like you're moving like west a little bit, not far
west?
though. Yeah, but not far.
I'm moving east a little bit. Well, I was planning on moving east a little bit. I don't know what west would be, but
I don't either. But I don't feel like it's out of Louisiana.
Okay.
But
all right.
Are you looking for? So you say your job. So is your job moving you there, or are you getting a new job?
I have the same job. I can't name the company. It's just a big company based out of Arkansas. They're pretty popular. It starts with a D, ends with a S. But they're willing to transfer me anywhere because I'm really a good employee. They love me. I've set record on pulling record over there. So.
Because I feel like you'll be moving, and I feel like you're going to want to move out of the direction of like where you're. Erik just showed me like you're going to want to move out of there, and as he's saying this, I'm like going out of the armpit area, because to me Louisiana is the armpit for hurricanes. And
it's really a stinky armpit right now.
Yeah, I mean it's very sad. Erik says,
come to Texas.
Yeah, look, we don't. I know we had a hurricane. I didn't even know it few weeks ago. But
Miss Elisa let me know about it.
Yeah, I just feel like you're going to be moving. But Erik says everything's going to start to turn around real soon for you, and you're going to start seeing relief.
Yeah, because angels have been giving me signs. Because you can ask Erik. I have been through the FUCKING ringer spiritually for the last 4 years. I'm talking some deep inner work, and I'm like, God, when is this gonna stop? Like, what's enough? Where's the finish line?
I know. It's like, what's next? Locust? Seriously.
Yeah.
Eric, this is definitely, you're going to see some good things. And he says, and believe it or not, you're going to go look back and go, oh, now I see why everything happened the way it did.
Because I have a big lawsuit on the line. I have a big lawsuit that's pending.
Don't talk any more about it. Don't talk any more about it. He says, because it will be fine. Don't worry about it. He said, don't worry about that. He says, don't say anything more about that. And I don't, I guess, so he just says, he's not even giving me the reason why. He said, don't say anything more about it. He goes, just know that everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to for you. And when he says that, it's like, you got a blue ribbon. You won. He's showing me.
Yeah. Okay, well, what about his mom?
Signs.
The family. I mean, he's taking care of his family. What's up with that if he moves?
I just feel like they'll all go with him because your family, what they're living in, but I just see two separate places, and Eric. So you'll be fine. Eric says you'll be fine. Just
anything about my job I need to know about? Like, I mean, or they have some nefarious intentions or something? Because it'd be kind of acting a little weird. Not weird, but I'm an empath, so I sense weirdness.
Well, you're picking up other people's stuff. You're picking up on other people's stuff. So what all you're going through, they're going through stuff too. So you pick it. You're a little bit more sensitive to it because of what all you're going through.
Yeah. A lot of people where I work at, they lost everything.
Yeah, so you're picking up on all of that. And I've been through that where I've lost everything in a hurricane. Hurricane Harvey.
Oh my gosh. Oh, man. God bless you.
Yeah, so, I mean, I had 3.5 feet of water in our house. So I'm going to tell you, the energies around here were a bit much all around here. But the one thing Eric says is don't forget where the love is, and that's within you and all around you. And he says, and those people at work in that, they're picking up on a lot of fear. Some of the people are real scared.
A lot of people are scared of me because I just explain it as a natural gift. I can naturally heal, work with archangels, and yada, yada, yada. But they look at it as like I'm practicing voodoo and stuff. I'm like, man, I need to do some research.
Eric says, Eric says use their terminology, angels and Jesus.
There you go.
You know what?
That's what I'm learning.
People that would probably still think the earth was flat for a long time back then and argued when Galileo stood up and said it was round. So it's okay. Everybody is there in their own moment. All right, thanks, Lewis, for calling in.
Thank you, Miss Elisa, for the badass work you do.
Oh, thank you for being badass yourself. All righty.
Well, you take care.
Yeah. All right, 907 area code. Hi there. How you doing?
Well, hello there.
Hi. What's up?
Hi. This is TG from Alaska.
Hey. Oh, hi again. What's up, girl?
Hello. So I want to ask Erik. I'm in the midst of trying to either get a job or get a home. And I was just curious of how that's going to fall into place for me. Because I'm currently living with my dad right now, and he sort of wants me, to get me on my own 2 feet. And so I just need to know what direction to go in.
Yeah.
Well, Erik says, he says job and then house. Because you want to know. He just says yes. He said yes, job and then house. And he says,
what job? But can you give her any advice on how to get a good job that she will like?
Erik, what did you normally do?
I'm sorry?
What field were you normally working in?
Well, I've been unemployed for a long time, and I've been on Social Security, so I'm supposed to be going back into the workforce. I guess my interest would be peer support, recovery coach type thing.
Oh.
Or motivational speaker. Really, that's what I really want to do is motivational speaker.
Have you done that before, Erik is asking?
No, not really.
Okay.
No.
So Erik says you've been on Social Security and now you're to get into the workforce. Erik says there are counselors or somebody within that division that is there to help you and to facilitate, to help you to get back into the workforce. Is that correct?
Yeah.
He says work with them because they can really get you into a place that feels really good for you. And they also will be like a shoe in the door for you to help you get in there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where he says to start. Yeah.
Okay, and I was just wondering if there was kind of some timeline.
Like Erik says not. Is this like a tough time of year to be looking for a job there? Because he's saying just allow things, because he's telling me things are going to be kind of slow for right now. But he says, but it's not going to be as long as you think, less than 6 months.
Okay. But put your feelers out there.
Definitely.
Put your irons in the fire. Reach out. Find out the
Erik says work with the counselors. Work with the counselors because they are really there for you.
That's right. All right. Thanks for calling. All right. Let's see. We've got somebody from the 317 area code. Hi there. How you doing?
Hi.
Hello. How can I help you?
Hi, it's Mary in Tampa. It's so good to talk to you again, Lisa. And
good to talk to you
again.
I'm
thinking of you. Thinking of you. I know tomorrow's not going to be an easy day.
Been there. Everybody mark your calendars because 12:41 is the worst time on October the 6th is the worst time of my life. I
know.
You
went out to lunch. Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to the live tomorrow night too. Let's see. Since we had our energy repair work done for the household, barely recognized my partner, Stephen, in lots and lots of good ways. One thing that is still just driving him crazy is his current job. It's what he's doing to pay the bills. His passion is actually comedy, and he does that, and he's making some success there. But but he plans to move to New York City in about a year, to further that part of the career. But even then, he probably still needs a day job. But he's just, he goes from like contract positions, and he's just always very unhappy. Most people are very incompetent, really, frankly, compared to him, So he's always way ahead of the game, and he's always so frustrated in every working situation. So he's a data analyst, so I don't know.
Maybe
I was just thinking I need to manifest something different for him.
Yeah, maybe it's the universe trying to make him so miserable, it's pushing him out of that field.
Right. Yeah, right. I know. I mean,
Erik,
he would.
What should he do?
What do you
step
say,
1,
Erik?
step 2, step 3, Erik? What?
Well, Erik says, he focuses on other people, and he's wasting a lot of his energy by doing that. He needs to direct all that energy back to him and start, while he's working, he says he needs to start envisioning himself on stage in front of a large audience, doing his comedian work and stuff like that. And when he starts seeing what other people are doing, Erik says it pisses him off because he sees where he isn't yet either. And and they are a reflection of where he isn't. So Erik says he just starts envisioning him being on a stage and blah, blah, like he's getting paid to audition and practice. And Erik says, you know, he's in a very competitive field as far as doing stand-up comedy and stuff. And this is what it is. And Erik says he changes thoughts. He's doing a part-time job, getting full-time pay until he gets to the other place. And Erik says this is really teaching him about the work. He says he thinks people are incompetent there. Wait till he gets over there where it's very competitive. And
believe me, yeah, he knows. He's very frustrated with the comedy scene too. But he just won the award for the best up and coming comic in Tampa Bay. Yeah, I know, right?
Wait, so
I
think
that's Atlanta Scalar. I mean, he has been working hard for about 4 years on it, but
awesome.
You know, we had the work done a couple of months ago.
Awesome. That does bring in abundance. Does he have a YouTube channel, that Instagram?
No, not yet. He's got some, you know, TikToks and things like that. You know, it's very time consuming to.
Maybe getting a marketer or you know, an agent or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, eventually.
Yeah.
And
I mean, really.
I think he needs to really focus on this, the love of his life, a little bit more than he is. Maybe. I don't know. What do you say, Erik?
Oh yeah.
Erik says he needs to focus on what it is he's wanting and doing, and that because he puts a little bit too much time outside of himself, and that kind of drags him down. And so when you mentioned like get, you know, social media, Elisa, he was saying, yes, Mom, get like an Instagram page, you know, and start putting that.
I'll plug him. I will plug him.
Yeah,
I'll put
start getting himself out there because he doesn't want to wait. He doesn't want to wait to do that, you know, after he gets a large audience. He already wants it out there so it can blow up after the large audience.
Yeah. He's got an Instagram and all that, but and he's, you know, he spends a lot of time doing videos. You know, he's invested a lot of money in good equipment so we can make high quality videos, you know, comedy videos and things like that.
Make it into YouTube, man. It'd be great.
Yeah. Well,
it's hard work.
I feel that he and I can stay together, even if we have to go long distance, because I don't intend to move to New York City.
Yeah.
I think we've got what it takes, you know, the unconditional love and so on, that I think we can maintain a relationship, you know. So I'm not too worried about that, but, you know, I don't know. Do you see anything? Does it look like we can hang in there together, even if, you know, we're not living together anymore?
Well, Erik said you answered it. He says you feel you have what it takes to maintain that. Yeah. So he says go with that. He says you doubt it. He says you doubt it because you hear other stories. He said don't listen to that.
Yeah, I mean, we've always had it. We have a very unusual relationship. So, you know, the fact that we might get married and live, you know, 1,500 miles apart is just going to be one more unusual thing.
All right. So if you make the YouTube, send them to me and I'll see what I can do. Okay.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you so much.
Right. Thank you. Okay, 786 area code. Hi there, how you doing?
Hi, Elisa. How are you?
I'm fine. Who are you?
This is Natalia from Miami. How are you?
Oh, hi. I'm
fine. Hi, Denise. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Hanging there. but it's a tough year, but I'm glad I got through you guys. I've been thinking the whole day, and I think it paid off that I decided to call today. Yeah. After hearing so many stories, I really feel like my request is so small, but I lost my dad for COVID, and I've been wanting to hear from him so much. We kind of had we understood a lot about, you know, the spiritual world, and we kind of had an agreement that when he passed, if he was going to be first, that he was going to come back and let me know. He gave me so many signs already. it's almost I could talk to him. It doesn't happen. I just wish I was a medium because I feel like it would be so there, for me to talk to him. But I think I need Denise to talk and Erik to find out, how he's been doing there on the other side.
What's his
and
name?
Say that I miss him. His name is Raul.
Raul.
Erik says, he says, I'm learning so much, is what Erik is saying. Raul is saying, I'm learning so much. When did he cross over?
Was December.
December of last year?
Yes.
Okay. Because he's saying, I'm learning so much. And when he says I'm learning, it's like he's just absorbing everything. Like everything is so delicious is what he's showing me, that he's learning so much. And he says, do you have a son?
I do. And he was in love with my son.
Yes, because he says he really comes to your son a lot. How old is your son?
My son is 16.
Does your son ever say he dreams about, because he comes to your son a lot, it's like he's really pushing your son in a direction that's going to benefit him in his adulthood. So I don't know if he's like guiding his thoughts, but this is what he's doing. It's like he's really working with him. And he says, believe it or not, this is how this was supposed to happen. I transition over because he says, you are a very good medium yourself, and now you get the opportunity to work on it by learning how to communicate with him. And he says, paper and pencil or pen, write.
Like he used to do.
okay, because he's saying write, because you will communicate with him. And he says, he's showing me a sucker, so I don't know if he liked to eat suckers or you like to eat suckers like lollipops or something, but he says get into that space of did he like to eat suckers or something, or do you?
No, not that I know.
Because he's showing me like a sucker. Maybe because when you're doing that, you're not thinking about too much. And he says,
he wants you to use that technique, suck on a sucker.
Yeah, because he's saying, because it's sweet. He says it's sweet.
Yeah, I feel like I'm almost there. Like I feel him in so many moments, and I almost can touch him. And we have so many ways to communicating through birds, through music, and I feel like almost like a dance. And I feel like when he comes, I feel his presence. It's so beautiful experience. For that part, I'm so glad because he was living in Brazil for the past 20 years, and I've been here in U.S., and we didn't have too much physical contact. But since his transition, I feel like, we are so together. It's beautiful. Awesome.
That's really beautiful.
So do your writing.
You should look into Veronica Drake's Spiritual School of Arts. It's super inexpensive, and she can help you get over. All right. Well, thank you.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you, Elisa. Thank you, Denise.
You're
welcome. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Erik.
You're so welcome.
You're so welcome. All right, got somebody from the 561 area code. Hi there, how you doing? And who am I speaking with? Who do I have the honor of speaking with?
Hi,
I'm
Gigi.
Hi, Gigi. Oh, yes. Hi.
Oh God, I can't believe I'm on again. That's wonderful. Thank you,
we
ladies,
miss you.
for taking my call. Oh, thank you. I want to know. I had a setback with my health about a month ago. And what happened? But I'm doing well, but I wonder what happened. And then when does Erik see my French butt on the plane to go back to Florida?
Your French butt?
My French behind back on the plane to go back to Florida because I'm stuck in Canada and I can't. I want to get out of here.
It's not going to happen until next year, not another whole year, but 2022, he says.
Come on.
But he says,
well, it could be just in the January, February,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but winter is coming, and I really didn't want to be here. It's kind of depressing, and it's a assisted living place, and
yeah.
And
so what happened
anyway,
what happened to her health? Why did it take a nosedive?
Oh, I had a back issue. I had to go to the hospital, like an emergency, and I came out the next day because they wanted to get me the vaccine unless they wouldn't give me a room, and I said no. I got out of there, and I just took some heavy pain medicine, and somehow I got better, because usually when this happened, I would be in the hospital for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then it would take me 2, 3, 4 months to get well and be able to walk a little bit more easy. And this time it's like, I don't know what happened. I must have gone somewhere in my sleep or something. I'm just curious. I mean, who is helping me?
Faster than usual. Well, Erik says what happened was this time she got into her power, and she's like, oh no, this isn't happening. And so the energy in her just shifted.
Wow.
And because that energy, when Erik shows me going in your back, does it like lock down in the lower part of your back when it goes out or whatever? Because that's what he's showing me. It's like all of a sudden when you get in a situation, it just sinks down in there, and it's like you gave away all your power. It's like you just don't feel like you have a choice. And this time it's like you reached at the bottom of your back and said, oh no, I'm not doing this. And that's why it got better.
Oh, because I had fractures, and they saw an x-ray that I had several fractures, but they couldn't tell if it was a recent or past. And I know I had a few past, but this one they couldn't tell. And then when I wanted to have a room and stay there for a week, and just because I come back here in assistant living, there is no help here. I mean, I mean, it's assistant living, but it's not really. It's unless it's an emergency, you don't see them or whatever.
Right. So maybe when you took a stand and said, hell no COVID vaccine, adios. Maybe that was regaining your power. A lot of people with vaccines, it's because these are people often that feel like they don't have any supports too. So then, I mean, that could be it. And then these people have to learn, and I have back pain, I know, learn that they find the support within themselves.
Erik says these people that are wanting to be healers and that, he says you need to connect with them, and they can practice on you doing their energy healing to help with that. He says, because they want to do healing, but yet they need practice. And he said, like that one person that called that said she wanted to do something like practice. Like Erik says, they practice on you.
But there's Facebook groups of people that want to practice.
Erik says they're not paying and you're not expecting, and he says, and then the energy just flows, and so they get to practice, you get the benefit, and you both get the benefit from it. That's a cool idea, Erik. That's really awesome.
Yeah, they can practice on me. I mean, God.
Yeah, Erik says doing some energy healing would be good for you.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay.
Right,
I have another question.
We have to go on to another. I'm sorry. Y'all try to keep it to, I'm so sorry, Gigi, but try to keep it to one question per person because we have so many. But I love you, Gigi. All right, 540 area code. Hi there, how you doing?
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi. It's great to be called on after so long. This is Lucy from Virginia.
Hi,
and my question is, what I want to do in June of 2024 is go to England. They're going to have a commemoration ceremony for the 100th anniversary of George Mallory being lost on Mount Everest. And he's my hero, and I really want to go to this ceremony. Will I be able to do it?
Yes. Erik
really?
Says,
great.
Yes, Erik says yes. And I don't know what you're doing for your physicalness right now, but Erik says how you feel today, you're going to be 100 times better and come then when it's time for you to.
Wonderful.
Yes.
You made my day.
Yes.
Is there a
Erik says
past
yes.
life connection between them?
Pardon
Erik
me?
says, Yes, Erik says they were brothers.
Oh, you were brothers with Mallory.
I was a brother of Mallory's?
Yeah, y'all were brothers.
No kidding. I know there's some deep pull, but I've never known what it was.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yep.
Oh.
They were brothers.
Okay. Was I the
older.
brother named Trafford who was killed in a plane crash in World War II?
No, it's before that, Erik said.
Oh, maybe another life, you mean?
Yeah,
another life. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains it. All right. Well, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Cool,
Have fun. Erik says you're going to have a blast.
Okay, that's awesome. Great. Okay, thank you.
You're
so
bet.
welcome.
Okay.
Before, I hope she doesn't leave, but is there anything she needs to do to get herself into good shape physically? Does she do skater energy work, or
well, Erik says, Erik says, of course, that definitely benefits, but she's going to intuitively. No, Erik says she's going to intuitively know what to do.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now we got somebody from the 7072 area code. Hi there. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. This is Jim from Las Vegas.
Hey, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Hey, how you doing?
Jim. Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I just have a quick question. Can Erik give me some kind of insight as to where I'm at right now? I feel like I'm in that weird stuck phase or something. I don't know, a lot of weird stuff going on. Weird dreams and stuff.
Interesting.
So Erik says you got to get real clear with what it is you want instead of what you think you ought to be doing or saying or eating or drinking or sleeping. He says you really get in touch with what it is Jim wants. And then you start putting some of that into motion. And it could be, I want to eat Cheerios for breakfast instead of an egg sandwich. He says, so you start eating Cheerios for breakfast. You start doing the stuff that Jim wants to do. And you'll start seeing things not being so weird. And the dreams are like a metaphor. They're letting you know. It's trying to get your attention.
Ah.
Right.
So yeah. So what do you want to do, Jim?
Well, I'm trying to finish editing this book I've written about my childhood. I've had a lot of trauma, drama, nonsense going on my whole life. So
Erik says it's time to put an end to it.
Okay, yeah.
To publish it. He says put an end to it so you can get it published and get out there. And Erik says that's what you're most afraid of. He says your book would be extremely well read.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, he's right about that. It's a big fear, something like that.
Yeah, put it out there.
Just release that baby.
Because I'm telling you, not very many male stories out there like yours, and other males need to know that this is going on.
Hey, I'll plug it for you, dude. I will plug it for you.
Okay.
Give me a copy.
All right, cool. As soon as I find an illustrator, I'll put it out there.
All right. Bye. All right, guys, we're going to have to leave, close up shop. And thank you, Erik and Denise. Denise at DeniseRamon.com. All right, love you. Bye, everyone.
Love you. Thank you. Bye. And Erik says bye, Mom.